a Greater Des Moines Conference for young men of color. Check that out. This call right here was inspired today because um, we got Mr. Anthony on the line, man. We got Mr. AJ on the line, but Mr. Anthony, we have we need you to sign up for the volunteer to be a volunteer, right? Because you're going to be helping on that day. And first of all, tell us why you are volunteering at the 10th annual Greater Des Moines Conference for Young Men of Color.
It's actually because within our culture and our communities and everything else, we do need to be constantly reminded that we are able to do a whole lot more than what life has laid out for us sometimes. A lot of us have been in situations where family members have gone to prison, gone to jail, been wrapped up in a whole bunch of stuff, and I think it's empowering to show the youth of our communities that we can be more. There's much more than this. And if I can
There.
help in that in any way, sure, why not?
Awesome, man. And so tell us a little bit about you, man. Go on and introduce yourself to the world. Just give us a little background on you real quick.
Yeah, no. So I actually wasn't born and raised here. I was actually born and raised over in Melbourne, if you know where that's at. It's a little tiny town. Doesn't really matter. What does matter is that that town was about 15 miles away from the meth capital of the world.
Wow.
And it
Wow.
is, they held that title for about 3 years. So at that point, of course, you start seeing a lot of people wrapped up in that game. Your own family members get wrapped up in that, and it's not pretty. I actually left Iowa to go to North Carolina, came back, and I settled down in Des Moines about, I want to say close to about 10 years ago now. And
Wow.
I've been living here ever since. I'm glad I got away, gave me a chance to reset. And off of that, I founded a company called Kaleidoscope Promotions and Entertainment. There's a bit of history to it, but it's been a really fun time running with that company, and I can't wait to do more with it.
What you do is the heart and soul of a hip hop. And so entertainment, entrepreneurship, and the Des Moines community and making it better. That's what brings us here today. So, man, we appreciate you, like I said, really following up on wanting to volunteer. You know what I'm saying? So we're
Oh
going
yeah.
to work some things out for you because we could be missing out on volunteers if they're going through the same problem that you are. So this is going to walk them through. Yeah, there we go. Kind of start over, push on the home screen, and then push volunteer right there. There we go. Voila. So yeah, now it's pretty much self-explanatory. Like what's your profession? Here, it's good to know. Like you could put multiple things. So yeah, you could put entertainment, but you also just got those certifications with in insurance and all of that stuff, man. We really want to know um, all of the skills that you bring to the table, um, based off of what your profession is and what your expertise is. But you also licensed insurance agent in Iowa, but also put entertainment, exec or whatever, entrepreneur, or however you want to. Okay. And Bo is just B-O. Everybody really take note of that. It's B-O. Um, Let me see. Yeah, yeah, that's for high schoolers that are you doing it for silver cord hours? Yeah, and then that one, because the night before on the Friday night, we will be meeting from 5:30 to 7:30 to just to stuff bags and kind of put the finishing touches on everything, make sure everything's prepped for the people who's going to be rolling in and as early as 7 a.m. the next morning. Well, sometimes at 6:30 a.m. But yeah, Drake's been working with us real good on that, so we can do that. Okay. What types of job are you interested in? Yeah, so we have the general one, then we have set up, help make sure program materials, are in order for the facilitator. So that is in that morning. The actual
Yeah.
um, like I said, everybody's showing up at 7. Uh, registration check-in starts at 8, and then the plenary starts at 9. But just in case we have to work with some of the facilitators' schedules, we might not be able to set while the plenary is going on. We might be setting them up because the breakout sessions start at 9. I mean, at 10 a.m. sharp. So
Got you.
then you have people registration check-in need to be there at 7:30 so we can have the tables, the all of the name tags, everything, all of that is going to have to be organized before the kids start showing up at about 8 o'clock. Event facilitator during the event facilitate communication between event planners and the vendors and keynotes. Then the service desk provide information and help in general just to the guests. So the difference between the event facilitator and the service desk is the facilitator is mainly for the people who are facilitating some part of the day. So the basically the leaders, again, the people who are at the forefront of the programming part of it. But the service desk is for people in general. Everyone else outside of the people who are actually involved in programming, that's the service desk. Then, of course, we got cleanup afterwards. We need a lot of people for that, man. We get a lot of people disappear right when we close out, man. And that's, man, we still got we always have a lot of boxes and all this stuff that has to get back to the cars. And then most importantly, I should have put it on here though, is we need people to even help when we take them all of this stuff back to the office, because normally we always have something that we got to take the banners, we got to take something, and it's normally like a truckload. So to help unload that back at the center that day would be good.
Yep.
Then of course anybody who wants to come and be an event photographer, and like maybe y'all want to you can use it as credit or something for a class if you're taking photography or journalism or anything like that, mass media, if you're a college student or if you're a high school student. So, but also, I was just thinking today, there's never been a time where we've actually been able to record each and every breakout session. We have people recording and getting a general outlook of the day, and we can record while everybody's together. We can record the plenary sessions, the keynotes, things like that. But the actual meat is in the actual breakout sessions. You know what I'm saying? That's where the real programming is taking place. And so, I'm like I said, that literally just hit me today. So I am going to be diligently reaching out to people and getting that from them. Then you have the data collectors, man. The most important thing is the
Mm.
data, so that we know what type of impact we're making. We know if you're liking it or if you're not liking it. Are you are there some topics that we're missing, as all that type of stuff. But we really, that's what makes us better, is in collecting that data, and analyzing that data, and then also being able to tell a story with that data. And then I need a shadow. I'm like, no, like my assistant needs an assistant. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, because it's always something, whether it's last minute printing and I gotta send someone to the printer, or maybe it's somebody. That's why it's good for that assistant to have a car or something. But and then other is, like I said, whatever we haven't thought of yet. So that's cool.
It's a lot of stuff, a lot of knowledge. I love that.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts, man. And like I said, that's 10 years of doing this. This is my heaven on earth. The conferences, heaven on earth. Like literally, I tell people, the promise of every heaven is peace, freedom, and fulfillment. I get
Mm.
all three at the same time at every single Conference. And like I said, see, this is
This
it's
is pretty
all pretty
short.
much straightforward. Um, and now you can go ahead. Looks everything looks good. You can go ahead and submit. And now we have you in the database, and you should be success. Looking forward to winning with you. Yes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, but we have the same type of form with the facilitators um and stuff like that, different details, of course. But yeah, but that's just 5-10 minutes to fill out the form.
Peace and blessings. Stay blessed and highly favored.
There it is. Stay blessed and highly favored.